Let me breathe. Um, Let me put my bracelet on. Hang on. Let me set a timer. Timer. Her name's not Timer. I called her Timer. I almost called her Alexa. What's her Siri? Siri, will you please set a timer for 8 minutes?
8 minutes starting now.
Can we take 8 minutes and complain? Like right now, I want you to complain about everything that drives you crazy. So I'll start and I'm going to read the comments. I'm not putting on my makeup. We're going to complain for 8 minutes. It's hot. It's humid. When I walk outside, I look like little orphan Annie with my hair this big. I am frustrated about being a caregiver. I went to the doctor yesterday because I'm having problems with my ears. What are y'all complaining about? I need y'all to complain with me. Don't let me do this on my own. They told me I'm going to need hearing aids in the near future. I found out I have the beginning stages of cataracts. I've been diagnosed with melanoma. I'm recovering from a major surgery. Can y'all please complain with me? We're just gonna do this. We got 6 minutes and 45 seconds to complain. I'm in a hurry. I didn't go get chicken feed yesterday, or chick feed. So my chicks that doesn't have any feed. I have to let the animals out at 8 o'clock. I have to go live at 7 o'clock. At some point, I have to go get feed. If I go out there at 8 o'clock, my baby chicks are not going to have feed. The center will be here at 9:30. I have two families that are coming around 12 to buy hens. How am I going to do all this? Larry's hospice lady will be here around noon. Okay. Listen, don't make me complain by myself. My knees are hurting, Kathy. I know. I get it. Your ear hurts too. My ears are just aching. And I don't know why. Your son does not carry this. Why do kids do that? I know, Joanne, you did not raise your kid not to service his truck. Girl, I get you. And like, don't you just want to like take his cell phone away or like spank him or ground him? Go get your truck service. You're going to end up upside down and then you're not going to have a vehicle at all. They don't listen. They're hard heads. I don't know how old your son is. Oh, you had a pear wrecker? Why don't we, you know what? Girl, I've been there. You sit there and preach to them, and then you end up having to recover and like go rescue them because they didn't listen to you. So, Kathy, the son doesn't call often. That is so funny that you say that because I literally yesterday wrote in my phone to have a conversation about that. We gonna get there, girl. They don't call. And if they call, they just want money. They don't call to really check on you. They just call and want something. You know what I mean? Ugh, these dead kids. I feel like I can't see right. You see how the light's glaring on my eyes? Rhonda. I can't sleep either because I have hot flashes. Because I'm a woman in menopause. I hurt from the head to my feet, Margaret. God love you, baby girl. I get you. I get you. Takes me a minute to get out of the bed in the morning. My eyes won't stop watering. Oh, dear Jesus. I go through that too. Where I put on my makeup and then my eyes just water. And I'm like, why do I even try? Like, I should just give up. Oh, Margaret, I get you. I get you. I was told yesterday that I can have 2 cups of coffee and no more caffeine. I have to watch my salt intake because I've been diagnosed with some hang on, I'll tell you the word. Some M disease in my ear. Oh God, I only have 3 minutes to complain. I still got longer. I may have to tell her to wait a little bit longer. Hang on, let me see what my disease is. My disease. Hang on. Starts with the M. Oh, I'm so hot. I'm having a hot flash. Hang on. Manera or something like that. I can't find the word. I have some M disease word in my ear where I have fluid on my inner ear. And I have to cut back sodium and caffeine. Oh, can't sleep. Girl, take you some allergy medicine. Sometimes when I take allergy medicine, it's safe and it'll knock your butt out. But then you can't get up in the morning to go swim if you take allergy medicine. Yes, Kathy, that's what he said I had. And he said he's going to give me a little bit of time to drink tons of water, reduce my caffeine, reduce my salt intake to see if I get better. If not, I have to get on medication for this. Although I did not have this before surgery. So you tell me. You tell me. I can't see, so I have to use my progressive lenses. How long do we got to complain? Hey. Oh, God, we only have a minute left. I need it longer to complain. We have a minute and 8 seconds. Does anybody need to complain else? I'm out of protein, so I'm having to drink Shane's creamer. Ugh. Less daylight is depressing. Mary, I go out there to do farm chores and I'm like, oh my God, it's almost dark. I hadn't even finished my farm chores yet. I get you. Hairdresser retired. Oh, if my hairdresser retires, I'll have a heart attack. Oh, because she's the only one I trust. Getting old. Oh, Mary Russell, girl, I get you. Yesterday, I felt it. Shane's son is having a baby today, or his wife is having a baby today. And I'm like, I'm becoming a meemaw, hearing aids, cataracts, melanoma, surgery, like bull crap all in one day. And a meemaw. Oh, God. It's over. We can't complain. Siri, give me a minute. I need a minute. I feel like I need one more minute. Okay, no. All right, our complaining is completely over. Welcome to Sneed's Farmhouse. Welcome to Sneed's Farmhouse, where life is about balance. Okay? It's about balance. It's about having choices in life. You can sit it out or you can dance. And sometimes we just need, how long did I give it? Did I say 10 minutes to complain? I can't remember. Normally I say 5 minutes to complain, but I needed a little bit longer this time. I needed a little bit longer. Okay. The fact is, part of being healthy is taking a minute to recognize what's going on in our head. because when there's a lot of chaos, your brain looks like this. And you can't process like what's wrong with you because you're like, I've got 45 things that are wrong with me. There's not, I can't break this down because it ain't like there's just one thing. There's like 45 things. And when that happens, you need to set a timer and tell Siri, if you have an Apple phone, I don't know, set a timer on your phone, whatever kind of phone you have, and say, I need a minute. I need a minute to complain. There's nothing wrong with taking time to complain. I mean, nobody wants to hear somebody complain all the time. I mean, maybe like your best friend doesn't care if you complain all the time, or your mama doesn't care if you complain all the time. But recognizing that things are hard is important, because we can't just jump out of the bed dancing every day. Like, that's not balance. I mean, it's not. I mean, like, to me, somebody that jumps out of the bed dancing every day has hyperactivity or something. Don't know. But like, we're not made up like that. We're made up with emotions and feelings, and we need to recognize, how do we honestly feel? Like, what is going on with me? Why do I feel, oh my God, I got to go live. Oh my God, I got to get chick feet. Oh my gosh, the grape poem's coming. Oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. Why am I feeling like that? Recognizing what's going on with your brain is part of dancing, because you can't fix what you don't know is happening. And sometimes we feel totally overwhelmed. Even let's switch the gears a little bit. Sometimes maybe it's not total chaos in your brain. Maybe it's just you're lonely. Like, maybe you live by yourself and you're just lonely. And you're like, I'm just depressed. But the noodle in your head is all these different, whether it's a situational depression or whether it's a chemical depression, it's causing your brain to not be able to process things, because you're like, all you can do is just sit and cry. And you're like, I got to, like, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this has happened. And I just can't, because I'm not sitting here crying right now. Like, it's almost like I'm taking all this stress that's happened to me in the past couple of weeks with surgery and all these diagnoses I'm getting. I'm taking it humorous, because everyone processes things differently. There's times when I am bawling my eyes out and can't stop crying and I'm depressed. Then there's times when I handle it in a funny way. And just because I'm handling it in a funny way doesn't mean that I don't have pain. And a lot of times people will judge someone. They're like, well, it obviously doesn't bother her that bad. She's over here laughing her head off. I mean, she's obviously okay. And honestly, the first person that comes to my brain, because if you're that type of person that laughs about it like me, the first person I think about is Robin Williams. And I hate to bring that up, but funniest man in the world. We all watched his movies. Hilarious. The one that makes me laugh is Mrs. Doubtfire. And then he takes his own life, like, everybody, no one saw that coming, because he's funny, because he handles his depression with laughter. And sometimes I mimic that. I will sit here and laugh my head off and I'm dying inside. And you might be that person. You might be that person that goes, well, I don't want to complain, so I'll just laugh about it. And that's the moment, whether you handle it with crying, laughter, you're silent. A lot of people handle it in silence. Like, mama taught me not to complain. If you ain't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. We were raised like that. You know, back in the day, that's what mama taught us is, nobody wants to hear a complainer, And so a lot of times people handle their chaos in silence, and the silence is in their head, and they don't verbally talk about it, and they sit in silence. So there's different ways that people handle chaos. I have found that setting a timer, whether I'm complaining to someone or I'm complaining to myself, it helps you get it out, because the last thing you need to do is leave it all bundled up inside you. And if you're the type of person that doesn't want to vent your business, which a lot of people are, I'm very open, but a lot of people are not like that. And setting a timer allows you to process what's going on in your head. Sometimes I have to do this. I have to set a timer on my watch and then record myself what I'm saying. So in the 10 minutes that I'm complaining, I have to, after the timer is over, I have to go listen to myself to see what I'm telling myself. Because sometimes when I'm in the moment, I don't even realize what is going on with me. Like what is when I'm trying to break things down, and I'm like, let me hear myself talk. So sometimes, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but sometimes I literally have to go watch my live. And I'm like, wow, I said that? Wow, that makes sense. And when I'm in the moment talking, I'm just talking. It's almost like, I don't know if this makes sense, but it's almost like an outer body experience, because I don't even know what I'm saying. And then I go back and listen to myself. Dang, Judy, you're pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? You're saying, oh, well, I needed that today. And I have no idea what I'm saying because I'm talking and not listening. But if you were sitting here live and you were talking, I would be able to listen. But when I'm doing all the talking, it's like some of it registers in my brain. And I'm like, do I really practice that? Do I practice what I preach? Not all the time. Listen, if you think I'm a rock star, you should come meet me in person, because I'm not. I'm not. If you hung out with me every day, you would say, well, she ain't dancing today. She ain't practicing what she preaches. It's because I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. When I allow myself to complain is the moment that the breaking down starts, because like yesterday, well, let me start off. So I had surgery 6 weeks ago today. The reason I had surgery is because I was having chronic ear infections. I went to the first doctor, the ENT here in Coleman, and every time I went to the ENT, I never had an ear infection. My pressure was never off. And when I have an ear infection, it seems like it's on the weekends. And then I'm in like the little ER, like, I don't know what you call it. I hate calling it Doc in a Box, but you know what I'm talking like American Family Care. I would end up in there with a double ear infection, or my primary care doctor with a double ear infection. And I never, because when you try to make an appointment with the ENT, they don't get you in right away. So every time I went there, they would tell me, you know, everything's good. I'm like, no, Joker, it ain't good. I keep getting double ear infections. And he did an allergy testing on me to make sure I wasn't allergic to any animals, and I wasn't. So he put me on Singulair, which isn't Singulair for allergies. So if I don't have allergies, why am I taking Singulair? But I did it. I didn't get better. And he told me I was having migraines. And I was like, migraines? My head doesn't hurt. I'm having ear infections. Like, what the heck? So I realized really quickly that I probably needed to go get a second opinion. So I went and got a second opinion. And when I went in there, my pressure was off. And they did a CAT scan of my head, like my sinuses and my ears, to see if there was anything that was causing that. And quickly they realized that I had a deviated septum. I had infection behind my eyes, in my sinus cavity, in my ears, and they put me on antibiotics and a double dose of steroids. Okay, I'm just going to here to tell you right now. If you have mental illness and you take a double pack of steroids, it affects you mentally. So I was struggling the whole time I was on the steroids. Well, I went back to the doctor. It did not clear it up. So at that point, she talked to the doctor and they were like, she's going to have all her tubes opened up because they're not draining. So at that point, they decided to do the tubes in my ears. They decided to do an ablation in my ears, ablation in my sinuses, fix the deviated septum. So 6 weeks ago, I had major surgery. I didn't realize it was considered major. But yesterday, he's like, Judy, you had major surgery. It takes time to heal. So anyway, so 6 weeks later, I feel like there's a film over my ears and I'm drunk feeling with no alcohol. I'm drunk feeling. And so I went back to the doctor yesterday and he said, first of all, he stuck this thing down my ear and replaced my tubes. That was fun because one of my tubes had come kind of out of position. So he replaced both tubes and he said, Judy, I really think that you have fluid in your inner ear. I don't understand anything about the anatomy of an ear. He can show me, but he's speaking a foreign language to me. I don't understand anything. And he said, I do not believe it has anything to do with your surgery. So he said, I'm going to go do a hearing test on you. Okay. I go do a hearing test. I come back in the office. He goes, well, Judy, you are having some major trouble with something like the lower tones, because I couldn't hear any of it. And he said, you're looking at hearing aids in the near future. I'm 54 with hearing aids. Are you kidding me right now? I got in the car from that. And it was like a ton of bricks hit me. I'm driving down the road and all I could think about was Larry. Larry's death. the doctor asked me if my mom or my dad, and I'm like, dude, my parents died young. Like they didn't have any they were dead. They didn't get to be senior citizens. But I was thinking about Larry, and I was stuck in the moment of Larry won't wear his hearing aids. And I was thinking, what, for the longest time, I judged him for not wearing his hearing aids. I was like, why can this joker not hear? He makes us repeat everything that we say when he's got, I can't remember, $5,000 worth of hearing aids in his room. Why won't he wear his hearing aids? For the longest time, I have done that. I have judged him. I've been mad at him. I've been frustrated at him because he won't wear his hearing aids. And then I get told, Judy, you have got some major damage to your ears. You're going to be wearing hearing aids in the near future. Dude, I'm 54. Yes. And all I could think about was Larry. And I'm like, I am not wearing hearing aids. I am too young to wear hearing aids. And I was thinking in my head, how am I going to wear hearing aids in the farm? I mean, and how much insurance doesn't usually cover hearing aids. You have to have a separate policy for hearing aids. And I'm thinking, I ain't got $5,000-$10,000 to drop on a hearing aid. Do I look rich? I don't have that kind of money. And I remember when I got to the point where I was like, Larry, I'm so over repeating myself. You're getting hearing aids. I remember him saying to me, Judy, those are expensive and my insurance won't cover. I made him go to the doctor, get a hearing test, and they were like, you have to have hearing aids. And I remember forcing him, I can't remember how much they were. I'm just going to guess $5,000. And I think that's cheap for hearing aids, to be honest. But I'm just going to say $5,000. They may have been more than that. I can't remember. I said, Larry, we cannot live with you. Like, we are repeating ourselves all the time. You are missing conversations. We talk, and then you turn around and ask the same question, and we're all sitting in the same room, and you don't even know we're talking about it. And I forced him to go get hearing aids. And I remember the doctor at the hearing aid department, I remember him going, okay, let me explain something about hearing aids. You can't put them in and out when you want to, because your hearing, your ears have to adapt to the hearing aids. So you have to wear them all the time to get the best benefit of the hearing aid. Well, that went in one ear and out the other. And I'm sitting here thinking, how am I any different? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like him. I mean, he ain't even my blood, and I'm just like him. And I thought, when he started wearing oxygen, he used to wear them all the time. He got to I forced him. I'm not talking to you until you wear your hearing aids, because you're going to make me repeat myself. Go in there and put your hearing aids on. I had to get him accustomed. I had to force a habit to him because he didn't want to wear them. And I haven't had hearing aids, so I don't know why people don't want to wear them. I know in this moment, the reason I don't want hearing aids is because in my brain, I'm like, I'm too young. Like, I don't want to wear a hearing aid. I'm not that bad. So when I forced the habit on him, he started wearing them all the time until he went on oxygen. Then when he went on oxygen, He said, I can't wear all this because you keep in mind, he has oxygen that goes around his ears. He has a hearing aid that goes around his ears. He has glasses that he should wear all the time. He won't wear his glasses all the time. He wears cheaters. Well, what do you do when you wear cheaters? You take them on and off, on and off. So when you think about glasses, hearing aids, oxygen behind your ears, and you're taking your glasses on and off, what happens? Your hearing aids fall out. Your oxygen thing falls out because you're taking your glasses on and off all day long. So I tried to encourage him. I said, instead of wearing the cheaters, if you will wear your $500 pair of glasses that you had to have, you wouldn't be taking your glasses on and off, and it would eliminate your hearing aids and your oxygen falling out of your ears. That makes sense to me. But it don't make sense to him. He don't like the regular glasses. He don't like the hearing aids. And I'm like, so now we're back to I refuse to wear my hearing aids. These $8,000 hearing aids that I made him buy, now we won't wear them because they won't stay on his ears because of the glasses. But it's almost like God's giving me a wake-up call because all this judgment that I have of he ain't got his hearing aids in, he can't hear us, and I'm like, well, isn't that funny? Because it's fixing to happen to me, and here I am in the beginning stages going, I don't want to wear my hearing aids. And I asked Shane, I said, I do notice that I can't hear good out of this ear. Because if I take my cell phone in this ear, I can hear it better than I can hear in this ear. So I know there's some issues, but I don't think I repeat myself. I don't think I say huh all the time. I don't think I do. And so I don't think I'm at the point where today I need to go out and get hearing aids. And the doctor said, well, I'm here to tell you that when you get tired of your family saying, go get hearing aids, I'm tired of repeating myself, you'll come in here and say, okay, I'm ready. I said, okay, well, I'll go home and check with my family, because in my brain, I'm like, no, I can't hear because I have a film over my ear and I'm dizzy. There's something wrong with my ear. I'm not deaf. There's something wrong because I wasn't like this before. So I can't accept that I need hearing aids because I'm not there yet. And sometimes in life, we have to come to acceptance, right? Like we're like, no, I don't need glasses. I just need to wear my cheaters. And you wear your cheaters until you get tired of taking them on and off. And then you're like, okay, I'm tired of taking these. I lose my glasses 400 times a day. I just need to go ahead and get glasses so I don't have to wear these cheaters. But it's like we have to come to acceptance that our looks are going to change. Like we're getting older. Like all this acceptance has to take place before you come to the acceptance of, oh crap, I'm getting old. And I'm not there yet with the whole hearing aid. I'm not at acceptance that I need hearing aids yet. But he said, Judy, you're going to need hearing aids in the near future. Okay, well, let me get there because I'm not there yet. And I don't think there's anything wrong with needing to get to acceptance. First of all, I told Shane, I said, well, I guess I better be putting money aside for hearing aids if I'm going to need them in the near future, because I don't just have buttloads of money to spend on hearing aids. So one of the parts of acceptance is I need to save my money. But I'm going to have to start a hearing aid fund. I'm going to, because in my brain, I know what it's like to live with someone that can't hear. And I know what it's like to have ear problems, muzzled. So it's like I'm starting to step into Larry's shoes. And I think in time, you have to come to acceptance of wearing glasses or the fact that we're getting older, the fact that everything hurts inside, the fact that we no longer can climb a ladder, that we no longer can see at a distance. We no longer can read without glasses. We have to cataracts. We have hearing aids. Our body hurts. Like we could sit. I don't know how old you are, but if you're my age or older, you get me. We don't, I'm not, I feel like I'm not really, no, I'm not going to say that. Do you grow old gracefully? What does that even mean? It's hard to accept that we can't do the things that we used to do. It's hard to accept that you look in the mirror and you see bags and wrinkles or a double chin or our waist is thick from menopause. Like we want to eat everything in sight because our body's changing because we're in menopause, or like women have to go through that. There's a lot that happens to us as we get older and we start getting all these diagnoses, and it feels scary. It also feels scary to sit here and think, I don't know if you guys have gone through this, but like right now, I'm not the oldest in my family. Larry, my step parents are. My parents have passed away, but Larry is, I don't know, I think he's 77. He has a birthday coming up in October. And my stepmother will be 80. They're both not doing, I mean, my stepmom's doing well, but she has cancer. She has lung cancer. So when they're gone, guess who's the next oldest person? Me? I'm the oldest? Are you kidding me? Like it feels a little funny. Now, granted, I did lose my parents at a young age, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're the oldest when you shouldn't be the oldest. I was talking to my cousin about that when, I told you that I had to speak at a funeral. He was like, he's in his 20s and he's lost both of his parents. He goes, I'm too young to lose my parents. Sometimes that happens. How do we grow old gracefully? That's the $1 million question. I don't know what time it is. I really, to be honest with you, I want to pause right here because I don't know the answer. I want to pause for two reasons. Number one, I'm trying to take care of myself, and taking care of myself means I got a lot going on today and I need to go get feed. But we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have 5 days to meet again to talk about this subject. I want you to break things down. You have homework. I don't normally give homework, okay? But today you have homework. I want you to research, Google, Chat GPT, ask a friend, ask an elderly person, how do you grow old gracefully? What does that even mean? Google it. What does it mean to grow old gracefully? A lot of times, we look at people that's older than us for guidance. I want you to find someone that's older than you. I don't care how old you are. Find someone older than you and say, how do you grow old gracefully? So today is Wednesday. You have homework. I will meet you back Monday to talk about how to grow old gracefully because I don't know the answer myself. I have homework as well. It's not like I'm just assigning you with homework. We both have homework. But sitting it out is not taking this subject seriously because, sometimes when I talk about subjects, you're like, well, it's hard for me to relate to what she's talking about. But to be honest with you, growing old gracefully happens to every single one of us, right? So, your homework assignment, sitting it out, is not doing your homework. Okay? Don't tell me your dog ate your homework. I'm the kind of teacher that does not accept that. So, I want you all to go do your homework. Dancing is doing your homework and meeting me back Monday morning. If you're catching the replay, I love you. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for supporting me. We all have homework here. Whether you're live with me today or you're doing the replay, no one is sitting it out. We're all going to learn to grow old gracefully. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.